Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Purvi Mehta on the line, and she's CEO over at Mikloset. Purvi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Adam.
All right, Purvi, so lots to talk about here today. I want to get into Mikloset and your work there, but before we do, let's get into just entrepreneurship in general. How did you get started as an entrepreneur? Talk to me.
Oh, gosh. Well, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit ever since I was a little kid. I remember
first business. Give me the little kid story. I love this. Go ahead. Well, we have been business partners on the playground. Go ahead. I love this.
Yeah. No, I mean, my family, we're Indian, so I don't know if that makes sense, but we've always been an entrepreneurial family. But in particular, I remember one day we were taking a road trip to Disneyland from New Jersey, and I was looking outside the window of my dad's car, and I was thinking, we were passing by all these big buildings, and I was like, one day I'm going to have a big building, and I'm going to name each building after my parents.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just I've always come up with so many ideas. I'm constantly thinking about how to make the world better, and I just knew that one day I was going to.
That's awesome. I love it. I love this whole idea of entrepreneurship and how people get into it. So let's see. Any early businesses, or what was your first business? Your first one, kind of the one that you remember?
Yeah, so my first business was, outside of us selling candy as children, I don't know if you remember, it probably will age me, but we used to go around selling those candy bars to our neighbors and making money.
We would have been friends. Yeah, I would have been working on that project with you. Go ahead. You would have made me carry the box. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, great. No, so my first business was a company called Go Gadget Go. So I love gadgets. I have every kind of gadget, and anytime something new came out, I would just buy it and use it and play with it. And so one day, a couple years back, solar was really new, it was coming up and coming, and I was like, it would be cool to have a solar gadget company, because I don't want a whole solar company, but I was like different gadgets. So I went to CES, and CES had a bunch of solar stuff, and I walked around, and I was with my cousin, who's also a huge entrepreneur, and he was kind of teaching me about it, and I was like, oh, this is so cool, these are all these gadgets. So I ended up making connections with some of the vendors at the conference, and I ended up creating a company that sold solar chargers for iPhone, or solar chargers for laptops, solar chargers for anything that you need to charge your phone and your peripherals or anything with. And I built my website, built in before Shopify or any of that was there. Built this Magenta website, started added a shopping cart and started selling.
Wow.
And then and just kind of just enjoyed doing that. I just thought it was so fun. I got to pick products myself, choose the price, make the connections. The whole process was more for me to learn, because I knew this wasn't going to be my main company, but I was like, I want to know how to start a company. So I kind of did that.
How did some of those earlier experiences fuel what you're doing today? Because all of us learn on that entrepreneur journey, especially the early companies or this or that. We're like, well, we just want to get in the game, right? How did that kind of fuel what you do today?
I've been working in corporate since I was probably 17 years old. My background is in tech. I've been working, I was an intern. When voice over IP came out, I was the first person to try that software on my laptop to talk, I've, done a lot of that. But in my soul, I just knew that I wanted to do something for me, for myself, and not because of money or anything like that. It was just I just wanted to build something that people would be like, wow, this is amazing. I use it all the time, kind of like that.
Yeah. So stepping a couple of steps further here. So Mikloset, talk to me about the idea and the inception, and give me some of the backstory of that.
Yeah. So Mikloset, my sister and I are co-founders. Her name is Mona Karana, and we're co-founders. So a few years ago, I don't know if you remember the movie Clueless.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. In Clueless, they had a closet that you can mix and match. But even before that, when my sister and I used to live together, she was always rummaging through my closet, or she would call me and she's like, hey, can I borrow something of yours? And can you tell me what you have? And I think it just kind of flowed from that. Like, I wish I could just have something in my hand where I can just kind of forward it to her or show her without her asking me or going through my closet physically. And also, like, I am the worst stylist. Like, I do not style myself very well. I always have like one dress, like I only wear dresses or something that I know goes together, because like for me, matching, I just didn't know how to do it. I never knew like what shirt or what skirt or what shoes or what pants would look good with each other. So I was like, I wish there was something that can just tell me, and I would just do it from the stuff that I already own. So it's kind of spun from those problems of like not knowing what to wear, over shopping. I was constantly shopping, because even if I had clothes in my closet, I'd be like, oh, I have these pants, but I don't know how to pair them. I guess I'll just buy something else, you know? And you're constantly shopping. And then also I wanted my sister or anybody who wanted to go through my closet to have an easy way to see what I have so that they can borrow it.
What has been some of your response to this idea and everything? I love, by the way, for a side note, I love when an entrepreneur has something that like they're just trying to kind of solve it for themselves, and they're like, wait a minute, this is a product, or wait a minute, other people need this too. Those are my favorite entrepreneurial stories. Like, what's been kind of some of the response to this?
Yeah, so, you know, it's funny because I get more responses from men than I do women.
Stop. Hold on. I wouldn't expect that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so our website is for men, women, and non-binary. And men are always like, oh, my God, I have all these clothes. I never know how to style them. I'm always asking my girlfriends, like, you know, how I can style something. And I always wear the same things. Like, I always wear the same black pants or the same black shirt, because I know those are the only things that I know how to style.
Easy there, Porvy. Easy there. You've been looking at my closet. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Now, I take back my last comment about I wouldn't have expected it. In fact, I changed that to tell me more, because you just described me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a common problem for men and women. We just overly, you know, like wear the things that we're comfortable in, and we buy the same colors because we know that we're so scared of trying different things. So we're you know, creatures of habit, right? So if we know one thing looks good, we constantly just stick to that one thing. And so I think that men really fall into that, because they're like, a lot of men don't love shopping. They're very comfortable with what they have. And if you can give them a couple of styles, they will wear those styles forever. So
fine. Okay. Thank you. I'm feeling a little exposed here, but yes, if you've seen my Instagram, it's fine.
Well, then you see, I'm here to solve a problem that's real.
I know, it's a fact. So looking at this landscape in general, and what I like about this question, by the way, is because you have a tech background, so I'm sure you looked at the landscape. You look at, okay, what kind of other apps are there that are dealing with clothes, with closets, with other things like this? I just have the strangest feeling you went through this process. What makes this app different, or what makes this different?
Yeah. So when we started our company in 2023, there was nothing like this, like our app. There were similar things, but everything, you had to take a manual photo of everything in your closet. Now, I don't know about you, but I am lazy as could be. I am not going to sit there and take photos of every item in my closet. I have like 1 million things.
That sounds tough. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so every company we looked at, it was a manual process. It was just not easy to use. It was just kind of clunky. So when we started the company, we decided that we're going to completely make this so easy and digitized that you don't have to think about it. And that's kind of what we did. We have a patent pending technology where the minute you purchase something, our tech, when you open an account and you connect your information to our account, and you purchase something online, the company knows, like, oh, Adam purchased something. You'll get an email right away saying, hey, Adam, I saw you purchase something from Zara. Do you want to add it to your account? And you just click one click, and it is in your closet. You don't even have to think about it.
Genius.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. What you just described is the reason why I have never used one of these type of apps, is because I'm like, what I have to do? Oh, my gosh. Continue. Tell me more. This is great.
Yeah, and so we also have a built-in chatbot, so you can type into the chatbot like, hey, I'm going to a conference tonight and I want to wear a blue suit. Do I have any blue suits in my closet? And it'll scan through your entire closet digitally, and it will tell you, like, you have three suits, and with these suits, you can wear this tie, you can wear these shoes, and it'll give you an entire combination of everything you can wear from the things you already own. And what our tech does is it learns your behavior. It learns, like, where you shop, who you are. It learns everything about you. So it also provides recommendations. So it'll say, like, you don't have these items in your closet, but these stores that you love does have these items. Click on them, and you can purchase it right away. So it makes life easy.
Amazing. So talk to me about the plans for My Closet going forward. Like, as a founder, as you're growing this business, what are some of the plans going forward?
Yeah, so we launched in November, and we have about almost 350 people on our website right now.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're growing rapidly. The plans are to get as many people on our website using it, loving it, giving us feedback, and, eventually just growing it and blowing it up, and, maybe either selling it to a big, corporate, or, depending on which way it goes, if we get a lot more people loving it, then we might just, make it bigger and expand.
That's amazing. As a founder in this space, what's been one of the tough things to overcome? Talk to me a little bit about the challenges.
I never really realized this. There's two things. One challenge is I started this company very late in my life. I'm not in my 20s. I'm out of college. So I started it very late. And I think one of the challenges starting it late is that you kind of are outside of the bubble sometimes. Like when you're in school and you're taking entrepreneurial classes and you're around the same mindset of people who are trying to do a startup, or you're learning new technology and what's the latest and greatest, you're kind of in the bubble. And so you're kind of more enticed to learn more and do. And you get more guidance and more mentorship as a student or a child than as an adult. As an adult, I find that it is very lonely. If you're starting a company, the biggest challenge I have is being an entrepreneur is lonely because you don't really know who to ask for advice. Some people give advice, some people give bad advice. You don't know what the pitfalls are. You read about things, but you really don't have someone to go to really help you or to push you or to tell you if you're going in the right direction or to redirect you. So you're kind of in it by yourself, and it's actually very frustrating and scary, especially as a female entrepreneur. You're also up against a lot of bias because I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but as a South Asian female entrepreneur, there's this kind of like, oh, will she or won't she be able to do it? Where I don't think like other genders go through that, right? And so you're already up against being alone and not knowing who to ask for help and advice and to, give you direction. But you're also up against trust. Do people trust me? Can they trust me? I have this amazing tech company and I have a great tech background. I have a great education, but I need help. I'm lonely in this process. I don't know how to solve all these problems. Who do I ask? How do I solve them? And so those are the challenges that my sister and I have faced with a tech startup, a fashion tech startup.
It's amazing. This has been a great conversation today. I've really enjoyed it, just getting to know more about your background, what you do, how you're doing it. And the last thing I'll ask you is, for people that want to use My Closet or connect or follow your entrepreneurial journey, how do they do that?
Yeah, so they can definitely sign up on mikloset.com, mycloset.com. We have an Instagram, mycloset_official. And you can email me at info@mikloset.com. All of our stuff is all of our contact information is on our website, and then I can also link it anywhere we need to link it.
Fantastic. For everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so you can just click on the links and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. You heard me right. Daily, each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow button. And Purvi, really appreciate you coming on and look forward to seeing My Closet blow up. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.